Hi everybody, welcome to Creative Studio Loombicious. My name is Nancy and today we will create the Red Parrot pencil topper. This pencil topper is a color variation of the previously uploaded Parrot pencil topper tutorial, but since a lot of people are requesting me to show how to change the colors or make minor adjustments to designs and create a whole other animal out of a basic design, I decided to do some color variations. I might also do a color variation of the toucan pencil topper. But for now we are going to start with the Red Parrot pencil topper and create this cutie. So if you want to create this one with me, then make sure you follow this tutorial. And show me your projects when finished on Instagram, tag me with Loombicious or tag Rainbow Loom in there, so I can check out your creations and give a comment and of course like the picture. Band count of this cute parrot can be found in the description below this video. You can subscribe to my channel by clicking here, that way you support me and that is totally awesome, so thumbs up for you guys. And let us start. Yes, we're going to start with the beak, and we're going to start with the top of the beak, so you need two red bands at a time for now, and we will switch to white after we place these. Make sure you place those bands without a twist on your loom, that will look better when looming. So these are two red bands on each row, and then we will switch to white bands, also two at a time. And two white bands again. Place one set of two white bands in the center. And let me check, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Then I will turn my loom, because the rest will be with single double looped white bands. I'll also turn around my diagram here. So grab a single white band, a double loop, another one, single double looped. Also go down in the center 3 times with a single double loop band. And this side, of course, most of the time you work symmetrical on your loom. This one needs to be placed diagonally, but also double loop it. Double loop single white. Also on the opposite side. Then you're gonna grab a black band, single black band, double loop. Grab a single black band again and cap off this pack by wrapping it around 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we are going to place the horizontal band, so I will turn my loom again, grab a single white, double loop it. Create a triangle here. Another single white, double looped above that. And another one, single white, double looped. Then grab 2 white bands and place them above that set. And then 2 white bands again. This will be the top of the beak. So we can loom. Go behind that cap band, that black cap band you place, and loom over. Grab the first diagonally placed band. Make sure you have the correct band. This can be a little bit tight, so be careful looming this. You can actually remove this if you want to already, so the bands won't snap. Continue looming every row until you reach the end of your loom, and that will be the top of the beak part. This is mostly basic looming, nothing really difficult about this besides putting down the correct color scheme. So I will help out with that. I will also create a baby tiger out of that cat design of mine. I will also do that with you guys, but I need to buy some orange rainbow loom bands because I don't have them anymore. Use some single bands to create slip knots and tie off your project. I do suggest you use a different color so you can easily remove them when needed. This will be the top of the beak. You can remove this from the loom. This can be quite tight because there are double bands there. There we go. Hair of my dog in between. So you don't really have to shape this. It's basically a flat piece of rubber bands for now. So put this aside. We will create a bottom beak now and attach the top of the beak. So grab 2 white bands at a time, and then we will switch to black after placing these 3 sets of 2 white bands. So we're going to place 2 black bands here in the center. And yes, then I will turn my loom because we will place double looped single black bands right now. 1 here and 1 here. Then we are going to place them diagonally. So, single double looped here, single double looped on the opposite side. Go down with a single double loop, also the opposite side. Place them diagonally again. The order doesn't matter if you do right or left first, as long as you loom them in order. Then grab a single black band and cap off here by wrapping it around 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn your loom. Grab a single black band, stretch it across those 2 pegs, double loop it to create your horizontal. Same here, single black and double looped. Then grab 2 black bands and stretch them across here to create a triangle. So your work won't fall apart. This will be the bottom beak. So we can loom. Go behind the cap band, grab the first diagonally placed band you come across. Loom, grab the next loom, and then we are going to attach the top of the beak. So have it like this with a black point towards you. Then we are going to search for the first double loop band you come across here. So this is 2 bands, 2 bands, 2 bands. This will be the first double loop set you come across. So I have it like this. This is the first double loop, bottom 2 loops. So only grab the bottom 2 loops of the first double loop set you come across if you have it like this. Then we're going to stretch this out and attach it around this peg here. Do the same thing on the opposite side. So go check here, this is 2, 2, 2, so this will be my first double loop set. Only grab the bottom 2 loops and attach it, whoops, around the opposite peg. Then loom up once. Then we're going to grab the next set. So I will have my loom on its side so you can see. We're going to grab the bottom 2 bands here and get them across the peg we just loomed up to. Like this. Also have to do this on the opposite side. So go to the next set, behind it, grab the bottom 2 loops, stretch across. then a loom over. Oops. There are a couple of bands there. Oh wait, remove those placed bands. We have to loom diagonally first, otherwise we can't loom through the bands. So first loom those double looped singles diagonally first. I forgot about that. I'm glad I'm seeing that now. And also loom up the center already. No need to do anything there. So that is done now. Now we need to place those bottom 2 loops on the pegs, and then we can loom. So loom across. Then we are going to look for the next white set. Bottom 2, stretch across. Also here, bottom 2 loops, stretch across, place them, and loom over the final set of 2 white bands in each row. Both of them. Yay! Then make sure you also tie off these 3 sets with a different colored band. And then we basically finished the beak already. And it's a slightly different from my prototype I did before, because these bands were black on my prototype, and that's, well, it looks a little bit weird. So I want them to be white. Even for me, it's just trying and mess around with color variations. But I understand you guys simply want the project and not mess around and try things. So I will try them for you and create them with you guys. Yeah, this is way better. Ooh, nice, 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 nice beak. If your beak is pretty straight, also just stick your hook through the sets like it's a horizontal band. So make sure you have those loops around your hook and simply pull downwards that beak. Carefully remove your hook from there, and then you can curve it downwards a tiny bit. So go through some sets and simply pull downwards. As you can see, you can make it curve downwards that way. Squish it a little bit so it will be shaped a tiny bit better. And there we have our red parrot beak. So put this aside for now, and let us continue with the head part. So grab 2 red bands at a time, and this will be the same as I think all my projects. Maybe not all of them, but mostly the same pattern. So simply follow the pattern I'm placing with 2 red bands at a time. Now we're going to place diagonally here and on the opposite side. Then we are going to create some horizontal bands here. So create a triangle here with 2 red bands also. The whole top of the head will be with 2 red bands. Besides the cap band we are going to place now. So wrap that around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a single red band. And simply loom this part. So go inside the cap band, loom over diagonally. Grab the next 2 bands you come across, loom them over, and then simply loom up each row to create the top of your parrot pencil topper head. You can also switch this to pure blue or green. That's also possible, and then you can, that's quite simple, just follow the design. I don't think I will do many more color variations of the parrot. This will be, there is a You can swap the colors. Just really, if you just replace the colors, it's quite simple. But I did do something different with the beak here that I did not do with the previously uploaded parrots. Pencil topper. So this one is really slightly different, but you can also swap around colors here. And simply replace red with orange or with green or blue. That's just simple. That's really replacing a color. So this will be the top of the head. Put it aside also. Then we will continue with the middle portion of the head. Grab 2 red bands at a time. And create the same pattern on the loom. I'm place 2 diagonally. And diagonally on the opposite side. Then we will switch to white bands. 2 white bands now. 2 here. 2 here. Diagonally placed white bands and diagonally placed here. We're going to create the eyes right now. So grab your eye color. This can be either orange or mango or yellow. Or blue if you want to, but parrot eyes are a bit yellowish. So grab a yellow band, wrap it around your hook twice, grab a black band, wrap it around your hook 4 times, grab that same yellow band again, wrap it around twice. Yes, and this will be your eye. The only thing you need now is 2 white bands. And slide everything onto there. And this will represent the parrot eye. Obviously you need to make 2 of them. I already made a second eye, but you have to do exactly the same thing. So repeat this step. And then we are going to place it here and here. Kind of make that eye looking towards you on this side and away from you on the opposite side. Because birds have their eyes more to the side of their head instead of in the front, like dogs and cats and as humans. There we go. So make it look to the side a tiny bit, yes. And now grab 3 red bands and place them in the center here. And we're going to grab 2 red bands. And red bands. Seriously? Yeah, we need red bands, yes, for sure. But have them aside for now. We are going to attach the beak first. That's why we need those 2 red bands. We're going to have it right side up. So it's curving downwards. I'm having it right side up. We're going to attach those 3 loose red sets to those 3 bags in order. So the set in the center will be also in the center here. Just wrap it around there. And do the same thing with the sets on the side. Make sure you stick your hook through correctly. Try to forget about the bottom white sets. Wrap it around here. You might need to squish in that beak a tiny bit, and now this set. Yay! Then remove the tiny bands on the side only. You can leave it in the center. You can also remove it if you want to. Come on. It doesn't want to come off, but you have to. Otherwise we can't add those 2 red bands in between. There we go. Lift up the top 2 bands only. I have 1 here, I see. So this band is not around here correctly. Well, I'm happy I found that out right now. So only lift up the 2 loops of each set on the side. And then we are going to place the red bands and create a triangle here. And then replace those sets. There we go. Now grab the top of your head, have it like this with the tying bands facing towards you. We're going to stick our hook through the first loom set here in the center. So if you're a cap band, the next set, stick your hook through there. So it's like this on your hook. Then go inside this beak part, grab the bottom 3 red bands, pull them upwards, slide over the head, hold it with your finger and loom. Just like that. Then you can leave it, it's secure already. Then go inside here and loom the first 2 diagonally placed bands. This can be a tiny bit hard because there are a lot of bands there. Do them one by one if needed and loom diagonally. Then we can loom up the side of the eye. Make sure you only grab the bottom 2 loops and loom over. Then continue looming. I only have 1 there. And loom diagonally also. Oops. Also 1. I'm looming everything one by one. Well, leave it like this. Then we need to remove some part of the beak, otherwise we can't stretch it that far. So you're kind of holding up the top of the head. Those 3 green bands or bands you use to tie off are facing upwards. And we're going to flip that over and attach those 3 loose ends to those 3 bags. So get them around there. And then loom over the final 2 red bands on each row. Make sure you stick your hook through correctly. Follow the tying band and see if you have all the loops correct. Otherwise you will remove it and it will still fall apart. So really make sure you completely see the tying band there. Then you are through correctly and you can attach it. And loom the final set. You can reuse these tying bands or grab new ones if you want to and tie off the middle portion of the head. And then all there is left to do is the bottom part. And then your red parrot pencil topper will be done. So remove this from the loom. Yay! Looking good. You can also remove the tying band we placed here in the center of the beak, if you can reach it. Yes. Don't remove anything else. Pull a little bit on those eyes to get them more to the back of the head, like this. Simply pull a bit on those 2 white bands you placed the eye on. Stick your hook through those 3 bands of the top of the head. Pull a little bit upwards to make it a little bit more loose. And there you go. This will be the almost finished red pencil topper. But let us continue with the bottom part. So grab 2 red bands at a time. And copy my pattern I place on the loom. There we go. Then we are going to place them diagonally. And diagonally here, also grab 2 to create a horizontal band already. So we won't forget about that. Here. Then switch to white bands, grab 2 of them place 2 here, 2 there, and then place them diagonally like this, diagonally downwards or to your right, 2 here and 2 here. This will be the bottom part, and that's about it for now. So we are going to grab the top of our parrot head. We have 3 loose ends here. You need to flip backwards. Use that, tie it around the beak if possible. So you're kind of folding it, so the top of the head is on top of the beak. Then you can clearly see you still have 3 loose white ends at the bottom of the beak. I'll turn my loom for this. We're going to attach them in order to those 3 pegs here. So I'm starting in the center, stick your hook through, get it around here. Make sure you have all correct loops. Then go inside this set here on the right or on the left. Attach it around there. This can be a little bit tricky for you guys to see, but you have to do the same thing as we did with creating the middle portion of the head. Doing exactly the same thing, attaching it, but it's the bottom part only. So there's a lot of more bands that need to be held in place. I'm not sure if I can stretch this and pin it down here so you guys can see better. Remove the set on the side, only the tying band on the side, like we did with the top of the beak. Only lift up the top 2 loops here and the top 2 loops of that set. Then place 2 white bands there in between as a horizontal. So create your triangle. Replace those 2 loops on both pegs, and this will be the bottom part. You can also remove this one if you want to already. So loom up in the center first, then loom over diagonally, so that is done already. And then we're going to loom up once on each row, or on each side, and then we need to flip back our parrot head. And we're going to look for the bands behind the eye and only grab the bottom 2 loops. So not the eye bands, but the 2 bottom 2 loops of the set next to the eye or behind the eye, and place it around here. Then we can loom and also loom diagonally. We have to do the same thing on the opposite side. So this is the eye set, so grab those 2 bottom 2 loops behind the eye and get it around the peg here. Also loom upwards once and diagonally. Then loom up once on each row. There we go. Then we are going to remove some part of the beak here because we can't stretch it that far anymore. So get the parrot off a little bit like this, and then all there is left to do is attaching those 3 loose ends to those 3 pegs here. The parrot is already facing in the right direction, so get it around there. Loom the last set. Same thing with the sets on the sides. Get it around. Go behind your horizontal. Loom the last set. And the same thing here. Oops, my hook was through the wrong way. And loom the last set. do remove the tying bands. You really don't need them anymore. And then we are going to create slip knots with the last loomed set. So pull through the bottom 2 loops through the top 2 loops and pull tight. Hold the rest of the bands with your fingers so they don't curl up when you pull tight. Pull through the bottom 2 loops through the top 2, pull tight, and the final set, same process. And then you can remove your finished red parrot pencil topper from the loom. Yeah, this is better. Yay! Oh, you are so cute. Oh, this is so cool. This is better, yes. As you can see, this one is slightly different. I added white here instead of black, and this just looks a little bit better. So these are minor adjustments I just add in my tutorials, and that's why I try prototypes myself, because I also have no clue how it will look when changing colors. So I will try for you guys and record. Stick your hook through that beak somewhere, and we're going to hide those bands inside there. Kind of pulled it through the wrong way, but I will maneuver it back into the beak after I pulled it tight. This is always a little bit tricky, getting those bands hidden inside that beak, but it's possible to do so. Pull those eyes outwards if needed. And then grab the next set. Try to pull that inside the head, which is hard because you probably grab a lot of other bands also. I totally grabbed the wrong bands there. You have to have a little bit of patience to do this correctly. There we go. Pull them a bit too tight. And one set needs to be pulled in here. Where are you guys? There is no correct way to do this, just hide those bands inside the parrot head. I'm also not doing it correctly here. Grabbing a completely different band. Yes, now I did pull them through. Yay! Yeah, this is so much better than what I did with my prototype. I really like this one better, so I'm glad I recorded this way. Pencil, where is my pencil? Yes, there is one. So maneuver your pencil through there, and there you go. This is the red parrot pencil topper variation. Yeah, I really like this one better. Yes, otherwise the beak, it looks a little bit weird in my opinion. This looks better, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, the color variation of the parrot with me. If you did, please press thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done it already to support me. And I will see you guys in my next tutorial. I have no clue what that will be. We are very busy at the moment. I'm not sure if everybody knows, but we have twins and they both need to go to high school, so we are in looking for schools, and well, that is quite a jungle out there of schools, so we are looking for the right schools to fit with each kid. And that really takes up a lot of time, and you need to arrange things. So that's a bit, explanation for the reason that I simply don't have time to loom at the moment. So I might do a color variation of another animal also soon, because that's for me that's easy to do, and I'm still able to help you guys out because I get a lot of requests for that also. I hope you enjoyed this video, and keep supporting me, and thumbs up for you guys being creative. That's totally awesome. And I will see you in my next tutorial. Have a great day.